Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Regrowth. Okay, so in the last episode we were busy messing around with our crucible, and we made nitor, and we did some other stuff which I can't honestly remember now. I think we made thormium, I believe. However, we were talking about the fact that we had a whole load of issues with flux and using the crucible to break down the different aspects that we needed in order to convert stuff into other stuff. So we looked here at breakdown, so where we're going to make the arcane alembic and the alchemical furnace. So that is what we're going to concentrate on today, and when we do that, that will actually reward us with 16 boarded jars and 8 Essentia tubes. And the Essentia tubes are the things we need to get the aspects out of the arcane alembics into the boarded jars, so we can actually start storing them and actually using exact amounts of stuff, or more like exact amounts of stuff, to actually make things and break down the Essentia into individual items. So alchemical furnace, that was actually surprisingly easy to make. So we just need a crucible, we need a furnace, we need arcane stone blocks. Arcane stone blocks are just basically made out of shards and stone, and we'll need to do it on the arcane work table, and we'll need some aspects. So we need ignis and we need terra in order to do that. That's easy enough, and that will make us 9 of those. So to grab out the stuff we need, so we're going to need, how many blocks was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. So we need 8 in order to do that. So let's get ourselves, I think a stack in theory should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might inset those actually, try maybe make them out of a slightly better wood. Now what have we got left in here? We've got a little bit left of this. I have filled up my my other wand. Let's make a bunch of those. That gives us 64 of those. I believe we already have a crucible which we've made, and we've already got a furnace, so we should in theory be able to pop that into there, and surround that with this, and boom, that gives us our alchemical furnace. And then we need to make the arcane alembics, and let's open our book up. So the arcane alembics, again, not particularly difficult. You need iron ingots, you need a bucket, you need a gold ingot, and you need these V filters. Now the V filters are basically silverwood planks and gold ingots. So I'm going to try and make 3 of these, and I've got 3 buckets at the ready. The V filters, we're going to need 6. No, we're not. We're going to need 3 of those, aren't we? But we'll need to make some silverwood planks, but we're going to need these V filters anyway. We've got gold, so it should be like that, like so. Oh, okay, so we're out of V, so we need to swap our wand over. Need to go and fill that one up, but let's grab this one. This is reasonably full, so it should give us enough to do what we need to do. But yeah, I'll take a few of those, like so. So we need, so it'll be 3 gold, 15 iron, and 3 of those V filters. So let's 1, 2, 3 of those. Do a couple of blocks of that, which will break down. 2, 3. Iron. Break down a couple of these. There we go, that's 15 of those. And I think, is that it? Let's pop this into there. So it's our 3 V filters there. Gold there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. our 3 buckets, and that gives us to 3 arcane alembics. Brilliant. So I'm going to grab that one back. We'll just stick those both into there for the moment. So assembling the arcane alembic is going to be pretty easy. I've set up a little bit of an area here just because I want to be able to get stuff off of the back of it if I can as well. So I'm going to place this down here. I've inset it into the ground because we need as much height as possible to try and get the alembics off of there, because each of the alembics will only hold one type of essentia. So we need to have a few. We can go 1, 2, and in theory 3. I might just get myself a block to stand on very quickly. Yeah, let's use a block of iron because we can, right? So let's just pop our block of iron there, and we can place that on the top like so. Wow. Yeah. Where's my copper axe? Didn't really think that one through, right? Still one will do. There we go. Boom. Stick that into there. Get those up out of the way. Right, so we should have completed that. So there we go. So the next we've got to make is warded jars. Now warded jars, you need wooden planks and you need slabs. It doesn't really matter what slab you use. So I've just bought a variety of slabs down with me. I've already got some glass panes made, which hopefully, how many jars do we need? Just 1. Well, I'm going to make a few because we are going to need a few. Now I'm pretty sure, did I pick up, or have I put it back somewhere? Let's grab the slabs that we've got out for a start. And I think I had some more somewhere. Yeah, a bunch of slabs. We've got a load of glass there. I'm pretty sure I already had some glass panes, but I'm wondering what I actually did with those, whether I actually picked them up. But that's fine. We can make some more. We've got glass. So we're going to need a bunch of them. I'm really not worried about using all of that. So let's grab our wand again. And what do we need in order to make those? It's just aqua. So I'm pretty sure we haven't used all of that up in this wand at the moment. No, we've got 4.1. So just literally arrange like so. And let's use you up. And that gives us 6 warded jars. So we've got insufficient V to make any more, but that's fine. Like I said, it's more for a bit of a demonstration. We're going to earn ourselves a bunch of warded jars just from completing the quest. So we've made the warded jars as well, which means to come and claim yours. That's our Essentia tubes and our 16 warded jars. So these stack in 16s, which is good. Now this area here, where I've been kind of digging out, is going to probably be a big area where we're going to set up a few other bits which we'll be needing the Essentia for, and this is where I'll also be storing those tubes. But basically, just to sort of show you kind of what happens, you can put your Essentia tubes out like so. What are we missing? They need to be sticking up a little bit. Ah, there we go. They should now join. No. I think we can break them just with a normal axe. Yeah, there we go. But you can extend them out, and these should actually connect to the warded jars. Now you'll find you probably need to sort of extend it out like a little bit more, etc. But yeah, effectively that's kind of how they work, and you connect your jars off of those. There you go. See, that's now connecting. So that actually needs to be, by the looks of things, one lower, doesn't it? So you might actually need to take this out and put that there. There we go. So yeah, we'll need to pretty this up. We'll need to pretty that up a little bit, won't we? Like so. There we go. I'm sure that'll work out fine anyway. There we go. Ooh, better gather that Essentia tube up. So yeah, we need to kind of pretty the area up a little bit. So we can extend that out to there. We can extend this one. That one actually needs to go out 3, won't it? Which is the only challenge with it. So that will need to go out 2. That one will join there. Oops. That one will knock this out. Wow, we are being absolutely derpy with this. Not there. There, please. Thank you. Like so. And you get the idea. So yeah, it is a little bit fiddly, just to try and get everything to sort of pull out of the right places. But we can pull stuff in theory out the back as well. So I could have had actually that one, rather than coming out there, we could have that coming out of the back like so. So why don't we just grab that back like so, and we'll just go doink out the back. There you go. Or we could have it coming out the front, but you get the idea, right? But yeah, you can line up as many as you like. So different jars hold different stuff. Extend that one out. We might as well just bung it on there because we can. But yeah, that is basically the idea. Let's just pop these down here. There we go. So yeah, so what we can now do is, this works exactly the same as a normal furnace. So you'd put your fuel in the bottom. Did I bring any coal down with me? I did not. Let's go get some coal essence, and I'll show you how this works. Let's just make up a little bit of coal for us. So the simple thing is like torches, for example. So I can put my 64 coal in there, and if we grabbed, what have we got? What could we smelt? So yeah, why don't we just go with some stone? The stone, as we know, if we get our thermometer, is made of terra. It's probably not the best example actually, but let's have a look. What have we got of something that is made of more than one thing? I don't really want to be doing that. Oh, there we go. So a zombie brain, for example. Let's take a zombie brain. I'm sure this will be useful at some point, but you know, just for argument's sake. So you can see we smelt that down, and that splits out the Essentia. And what that does is you can see that Essentia is now exiting the alchemical furnace. So because we've got up to 3 alembics, each of the alembics will hold one type of essence. Now there is a way that we should be able to see. It's almost empty. Yeah, maybe we just need to, let's cook up. It's not like we're not going to have a bunch more of these, and I don't think we need them anytime soon. But let's just whack those in there, and let's just see if we can get a little bit more Essentia, so you can actually kind of see the there you go. You see, look, we're starting to get the jars there. So they are filling up with, doesn't actually tell me. So that alembic there, that alembic there. What have we got in this one? Got anything coming out the back one? So we've got a few bits. I think where it's kind of, yeah, you see we've still got some Essentia in there because we've got stuff coming out of other places. Let's gather that back. Let's put ourselves a fresh one down. There you go. So that's emptied all of that out. So yeah, these jars have all got like a little tiny bit in them, which isn't ideal. Ideally I would want something to come off each of them, that you get one coming out of the other, but yeah, I probably didn't set that up the best way possible. But that's fine. Because what we can do is actually use glass files to sort of pull all of the different bits off. So why don't we put these jars that have got something in them. So that's got 7 Xanimus, that's got 6 Xanimus. I think that's the same stuff as that, isn't it? Yeah, that's got 2. So you can use files. And that's Cognito, and I think this is Cognito as well, isn't it? Cognito and Cognito, yeah. And that is Examinus as well. Let's put you there. And our 2 empty water jars. We'll just whack back over here. So that's empty, and that is half full. So we actually could do with pulling out some of the Essentia from this one. There you go. So that's now empty. And that gives us our, I can get to it. There we go. The 3 different types of Essentia. So that one we didn't actually check to see what that was. But that was the 3 different types of Essentia. That is Corpus, which is the stuff that makes up our zombie brains. So, we've done that. Which is cool. We can also make the files. I don't know whether we've actually got any of those in here. Let's just do the files, because if you've got a certain amount, right, where are we? Glass file, there we go. So that is just clay and glass. Let's go and get some clay quickly, because I know we've got a bunch of that in one of the chests up here. Let's grab those. Oh look, there's our glass panes. Never mind, we'll leave those there. That's fine. That's fine. And we've got glass. And that will make 8 of those. So we need 1, 2, 3. We'll pop that into here. Hopefully we've got enough. That's completely wrong, wasn't it? Yeah, it was completely wrong. There we go, we had enough there to make that, which is good. So with these files you can actually pick up small amounts of Essentia, so if there was enough in here I could transfer that out and put that into the same jar. So I'm going to have to probably kind of gather a few more bits of this, try and merge those together, but that's another way of doing it. So I'll keep this clay down here actually in these slabs and the coal, etc. But we should in theory be able to scan our watered jars now. Lovely. And it doesn't make any difference whether they have Essentia, but let's scan our arcane alembic. So it's just one whole thing. The alchemical furnace. And the Essentia tubes, yeah, you don't get anything from scanning those, but that's fine. And yeah. Awesome. So that means we can now break down the Essentia that we actually need, and we can start infusing stuff a lot more easily, which will be good. So we can start collecting all of that. Now see, this is now unlocked. These items here, it's unlocked Neo Infusion, it's unlocked Meltdown, it's unlocked Blood Construction. Now Meltdown is an interesting thing. We can use Essentia we can use Essentia in other ways as well. So we have the alchemical boiler, so that is pumping the liquid, supply it with fuel, and it will distill it down to the Essentia. So we can do that with liquids, which is kind of the same way with the solid stuff that we've actually got as well. That'll give us files of Essentia, and it'll give us uncommon treasure, which is kind of cool as well. Alchemical construct, we actually need this to make some of the items. So where we're dropping stuff into the cauldron, we can drop it into the alchemical construct, and that will actually put that on top of the crucible, and that will make it a whole lot easier. So easy with this one. Great wood planks, Essentia tubes, Essentia valves, V filters, and that gives us our alchemical construct. So we've got great wood. Essentia tubes are actually not too difficult to make. Essentia valves aren't too difficult to make. We might need to do some research though in order to make those. So let's grab our thermometer and let's go into alchemy. So we've made glass vials, Essentia tubes, and advanced Essentia tubes. Essentia crystallization is a little bit away from us now. Alchemical centrifuge, again we need scribing tools for that. Oh, and what is this up here? Obsidian totems. I'm not going to worry too much about that as well for the moment. So we've got the knowledge. We should now be able to make the Essentia tubes. So that is glass, quicksilver, iron ingots, and gold nugget. And the valves is just an Essentia tube and a lever. So that is pretty easy. Now we do have a little bit of quicksilver. How many does that actually make? That makes 8. Okay, so it's quicksilver drops. So I think we can, yeah, we get 9 quicksilver drops. Let's go and get ourselves, some more glass very quickly. I think I've got a chunk of it there. And we need gold ingots, and we need, let's break down our iron, just makes it easier that way. Probably need our gold capped wands. We probably haven't got enough V left in that to do anything. So, is it Quicksilver? Hoping it's this way round. Insufficient V. Okay, what is it we need? Aqua. And we've only got 2 aqua. Okay. Not a problem. We are going to have to go and hunt aqua, so I think we will probably need to leave this extra part till the next episode, because I will need to go out and go fill my wands up in order to do that. But I think we're getting ourselves a little bit further every time, which is cool. So I'm going to need to go out, start distilling items down, try and fill these jars up a little bit more. Once you've actually got an alembic full of something, or you've got jars connected to it, it should be fine. But yeah, we just need to carry on working on distilling stuff down. We can do the same with the liquids, as I said, and we'll start getting the alchemical construct done, which means that we can sort of create stuff like nitor so much more easily and reduce all of that impact with flux, etc, etc. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.